Got it on. Smash. Dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need to leash, I'm a...
Coach, playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This one taken from the center. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go! 30 base.
Check, check, lucky.
Check 9. Shoot! No. Look at me. Go. Snap.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Hatchet. Check.
Go.
Watch twins.
Shoot.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Check the backer. Watch twins.
Greystone travel. Hey, zoom. Check Mike 40. Check go.
Back to throw. Barton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Switch.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Kill. Switch. Deuce.
Hey. Get it.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Switch gears. Alert flare. Check 31.
Leo. Yo, go.
This is Hines. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Down. 8, read.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, orbit.
198.
Ready?
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
On the double.
52's the mic. Check. 52's the mic.
Bravo.
Check, check, check. 52's the mic. Mike 52. Mike 52. Cut, cut, cut. 52.
2nd and 13. Open man is Ross, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Set up. 60 outlaw.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Go, go.
Mike 52. Mike 52. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. No. Check that. We got Mike 52.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
5.
52, Mike 52.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
2nd and 11 at the Dolphins' 14-yard line.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
Tackles.
Hey, seam 6. Speed dribble.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Set, ready. 10 logo.
Check. 25, check 25.
5.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
At their own 27-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Now.
Kill.
Now.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
The tackle made by Jesse Bates. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
Go now. 70, Indy.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
with the score Dolphins 7,
18 Gators.
3.
Yeah. You don't want none. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check safety.
Icon, 132 fighter.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Joker, 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 Joker. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Hey!
Stretch. Back, back, back.
Two.
On second down now. It's Hines, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go. 18 Gator.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Shift, shift. Bang, 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 bang.
Rock, rocket, rocket. Go.
SOS, 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 SOS.
They're coming.
On third down, Hines, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They needed a yard, they got it. First down.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Barton. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Let's go.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
I got you, pump. Watch the safety creep. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Shift, shift, shift. Shift, shift.
Hard, hard. Yep.
Twist. Watch the twist.
Let's go.
Now it's Hines. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
And the Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check, check. 3 down, 3 down. Watch, switch, watch, switch, watch.
Bam, bam.
Check 99.
Ready, ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Right there.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the Bengals 42-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, get in the right one. Check, 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 check.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Look at me. Zip,
Now Gordon.
Go, go, go.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check, 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 check.
Go on, go on.
Slow. No, no, no. Check 37, check 37. 36, 36. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Save. Shift, shift.
Hey, Sam off.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A rough go there on third down. A loss of 4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Hey, Alpha.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Now watch one. Watch one. Watch the ship. Watch.
Hey, lock it.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. You
hit it.
On fourth down, Barton.
Ship. Watch the ship.
Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Look, squeeze. Lead Griffin.
On first down, it's Hines. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Check. 59.
Hey, Mike's 7.
Mike spot 9. Mike spot 9. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Fire.
On first down, Barton to the goal line, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
Check 24. Check 4. Check 4.
On second down, it's Hines. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now a give, right side. Hines, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check three.
Look at me. Go. Hey, exit.
Mike's 59. They can't hang with us.
Go.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Coming to you.
Hey, Delta.
Mike, check. 59.
Go.
They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down. Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now Joe Mixon. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
General West.
Again, it's Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Hey, wahoo!
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, first and goal. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A 5-yard touchdown run, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game, now his second TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Check 3, check 4.
Roll out.
Watch the edge. He's crazy.
Go.
Slam, slam, slam. 59's Mike, 59's Mike.
Go.
They run with Hines.
Let's make these babies cry on the way back.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check the hot read. Slam, slam, slam. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Rock it. Now.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Hey.
Mike's 59. I'm coming. Check, Lucky.
Get it.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
Mike's 59. Mike's the 59. Hey, check. Check 9. Shoot. No. Off.
Hard. Go.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Danny. Hatch it. Check.
Fair. Yep.
Watch twist.
Ready.
They run it here with Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Showing it, showing it.
Check it back, check it back.
Go on, go on.
Now again, right side. Hines. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Switch, switch, switch. Deuce, 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 deuce. Check 50, check 50.
Hey, Sam off.
Second down and inches. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Harris Campbell, 26 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. And a Bengals first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
30 base.
You.
Bravo.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Fight.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jack.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, lock it. Go.
Check 31, 49.
Look, squeeze.
Back to throw here. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
5.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Dolphins have got it. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike 59. Ready?
Mike's 59. Mike's 50.
Get it.
Following the fumble recovery, Barton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Check 52. Check.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Set. 90, Wolf.
Choose the mic. I'm here all day.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Back to throw. He completes it to Boyd. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, high 7. Look at me. Go. Hey, Echo.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Kill. Check nickel. He's coming.
Leo.
Here's Hines. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Nyheim Hines saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Oh, here we go. Oh.
Look at me. Zipper. You're out.
Jump.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Now.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
He's checking.
Rock it. Hey, Delta.
Mike, check. 59.
59's Mike. Check. 59.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Shit. Bang.
Yes. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Hey, defense.
Hey, Charlie.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready, set.
Check. 59.
65.
Hey.
59's Mike.
Hey, wahoo!
Who that?
Mike 5'9.
Let's go.
Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Set. 60 or.
Watch the slack. Double tight.
3 down. SOS.
Go.
Check hot route. Hot.
Watch Watch the safety.
Hard. Bam. Let's go.
On third down, Hines. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.